guys, this is Greg, Otterblade, and I've got with me the Holybro Shuriken 180. It's a little 180 size RTF quadcopter. Comes ready to fly or almost ready to fly. It gets whatever kind of receiver that you want in it. It's got a very cool design, and I just took it for its maiden, and it is an absolute beast. The thing hauls major ass. It's a little yellow burner from hell, and I really liked it. I set up a camera on a fence post just to see how it would go, but really you can barely see the thing. I'm going to try it on 60 frames per second and we'll see what it is. The Shuriken has a really cool design. It's got sandwiched a fiberglass heatsink bottom where the PDB is all built in. It's got injection molded plastic right there in between the two layers, and it's got carbon fiber on the top, which is really nice. All the electronics are protected in there, which I think is very cool. And I love the design. You know, a lot of guys are flying their home builds. They love to build them from scratch, which is fine. But I'm an RTF guy. I like things that are ready to go right out of the box that I don't really have to mess with. I'm a busy guy. I got a busy life, so I don't want to tweak them all the time. I just want to fly them. And that's where these are coming in. A lot of new machines are coming out from different companies, and they're just excellent. And they have to be pretty durable, pretty tough, because that's what it's all about. When you're racing, you're going to punch these things into gates and into the ground at super high speeds. So it's got to be really tough. And this thing really looks like it's going to take a beating. It's got a lot of cool tech in it, and here's some of the features. It has an F3 flight controller, which is top of the line right now. Absolutely excellent flight controller. It comes with clean flight built in. You can use beta flight if you want. It has a very cool thing. It has a switchable 25 milliwatt, 600 milliwatt transmitter. So when you're racing, you bump it down to 25 milliwatts, which is nice. And when you're burning around trees and buildings and all that kind of stuff, you want some more power, so you switch it back up to 600. It's not a hard thing to do. You just pop the top and move a little jumper. It's really pretty easy. It's got one-shot 125 20 amp ESCs, which should do the trick and give you really fast responses. It's got 1806 2300 kilovolt motors, and that's actually a very cool thing because they have large shafts, which means that supposedly it won't burn the bearings as fast, which is kind of nice. The camera is 700 TVL, switchable between PAL and NTSC, so if you're flying in the US or Europe, that's a great thing. It can take any receiver, as I said before, Futaba, Fast, Spectrum, PPM compatible. It has S-Bus. It runs 4-inch props, and it's got a couple of extra features that I really like. Right down here, you can hopefully see that. Let me turn it into the light. You can see right there's a little LED screen which shows you what band and channel you want. And you have a very simple button right here that you can switch bands and channels. It's really nice when you're flying with other people or you're racing to know exactly what channel you're on. I think everybody's going to have to do that at some point. Now, before that, there were dip switches and a bunch of other junk, and now they're really kind of moving beyond that, especially since everybody is bringing out 40 channel transmitters and receivers, even right into your goggles. This is a very cool machine, very badass, very fast. I really loved it. I was flying it on a 4S 1300 milliamp battery, which is maybe a little big for it, but it fit okay, and I cranked it down really tight. Maybe a little bit smaller battery might be better, especially for you real speed freaks out there who want to save weight. The thing comes in at about 240 grams without a battery. Might be a little more than that, and technically with the battery you're supposed to have an FAA registration, so you should do that. That's the proper thing to do. And it is an awesome little beast. I absolutely love it. I'll get you more flying video. I'll get you some goggle video so you see a direct transmission, what it looks like. You can get a mini OSD to add to it. I don't have it on this one, but you can, which is probably my next little feature. I think they're 29 bucks or so, and that'll be a nice little feature. But all told, this thing is an awesome machine, a badass little bee, and I really like it. I think it's going to be my new favorite flyer, and I think it's got a lot of the future tech that people are really going to be going after. So more info once you see the in-flight videos, and I'll try to get some pictures of it flying by, although it's awfully hard to see because it is fast. All right, that's the Holybro Shuriken 180.